Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is a hypnotic rock guitar riff, and therefore I created a really cool track here, and it's gonna turn your nails upside down, and this is how it's gonna sound. So cool, isn't it? I really love this track. So simple, you all guys can play it and get into the hypno vibe in rock guitar. And it's quite simple to play. First sound setting, as you already can hear, I'm using a Mesa Boogie amp, medium distortion. We don't want to push the distortion to the hardest level. And if I want to get this hypno effect or this retro vibe, I always use spring reverb and always use analog delays, as you can hear. And the riff itself is quite cool, and we have several variations. And of course the color here is not red because we're in a hypno mode, it's going to be violet. So put in your spiritual strength in your rock guitar riff. Yo, and here to get this really cool effect, we're gonna use the chicken pick technique, which is quite simple. You hold your pick, this is the of the chicken, and you also use your fingers, and now we're gonna check out the riff, how it works. This is a quite classic rock guitar riff, but we're gonna play it in a hypno mode, and it goes like this. We're going to check out several variations of it, but the main riff is with the open E string. Then we use the pick, and the chords we're going to play with the middle and ring finger in the chicken picking technique. Why we do that? Because if you would play with the pick, you don't get this haunting effect that comes more with the chicken pick, as you can hear. And now the rhythm is 1 and 2 and 3 4, 1 and 2 and 3 4. So you make 2 damped 8 notes on the low E string, and then the chord with middle and ring finger. Same thing again. And then on 4 ends, so 1 and 2 and 3, 4 chaka, you make 2 dead notes on 4 ends, and then you jump in the D5 chord, grab it properly with your thumb, damp the low E string, with the middle finger damp the high E string, and then you attack the strings hard to get this Les Paul sound out. And then to A5. And this chaka 1, 2 and 3, 4. So chaka 1 and 2 you stop, and on 2 and you jump in with the A5. And on 3 end, you come in with a little single note line here, 5 7 5 7 3 5 0, and then you're already ready to continue with the riff. So ready to continue the riff. And it's very important that you keep the energy up. So this single note line at the end goes smoothly directly back to the main riff. If you have an interception here, you don't get this haunting hypnotic effect. So let's do this now. I'll show you. Why does it has to go through with the entire sound? Because you want to keep up the energy of this hypnotic rock riff and start to build it up, and so you never stop. It always gets stronger and stronger. That's the trick which you want to do here. So your playing technique has to be really properly. It's not so easy as it looks like. You always have to. You start slowly. You could even start at the beginning, just like it's. And then you start building it up and getting stronger and stronger. You could even, like in the third or fourth round, can make instead of attacking the upper strings with the fingers, with chicken pick, you could attack them with the pick, and then you have even more energy. That's a part, you have to decide that. But what you also can do is take it to the next level. So you start, and when you put up the end, so now we're taking it in the higher registers, put the voice leading up. Here we have a E minor 7 chord, and here we have a D over the E in the bass, and going to C with the E in the bass, and we put up the energy and put it even more up. I'm gonna show you how you develop the whole thing. See, you always build it up, build it up, build it up, and always go up with the energy, and that's the main trick. So you need to have your things together and be able to control the tone, have different playing techniques, which allow you to make variations on your expression. Also, when you go also on the final, you just whatever you do, but always keep in the vibe, keep in the color violet, and push it, and that makes this very simple riff really cool. I mean, it's not hard to play. I think most of you guys can play it, but you probably never thought about how you raise the energy, why you play the riff over and over again. And that's what makes a cool thing really cool. Yo guys, that was the Hypnotic rock guitar riff. I hope you enjoyed it. I produced a really cool backing track for you guys. As you know, I'm here in the studio, and I always produce my backing tracks my own on a really high quality, high professional level, and you can download this backing track to practice on with your guitar and to enjoy and get into the hypnotic rock guitar mode. And it's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Company. Plus, I'm going to write down the riff and certain variations of it as tabs that you can, if you don't get inspired yourself, you have a few tabs which probably inspire you, and that you can really push it to the next level. Yo, if you love my work, please join the HPCrazy Guitar Group. Please join and become a premium member, even if you don't want to download the stuff, just in order to support the work which me and Dr. Pink are doing for the guitar community. And please also subscribe to this channel and share to the world that me and Dr. Pink are still rocking. Oh yeah.